Hey, that's a legitimate second place, everybody, in the men's 25-meter barebow state tournament this weekend. I'm pretty pleased with that performance. Why am I pleased at taking second? Because I took second just next to the guy that I'm pretty sure was last year's champion, who won again this year, Basil Rhymes. And he was a great competitor. I was only a handful of points behind him. That's what made me happy. I actually did better in 25-meter barebow than I did. I had a better score in 25-meter barebow than I did in the 18-meter yesterday. That was a total pooch screw, which is the reason for today's video. But first, the intro. Okay, guys, we're back from the video. Okay, guys, we're back from the intro. And I got stuff to talk about here. A lot of people think that competing is a bad thing. And one of the goals of my channel is to try to make you the best archer you can be. And at age 60, I'm going to tell you a fact that some of you might not want to hear. And that is, daring to compete will actually make you a better archer. There's no two ways around it. It's a different kind of stress than going out and hunting. It's a different kind of stress than being by yourself and waiting for that one magical shot. They're two very different situations. For me, hunting, my heart just slows down when the deer shows up. I go super quiet and I shoot great shots. But when I shoot in competition and you have to shoot 80, 70 times, 10 practice arrows and then 60, if shit starts to go wrong, you have to suffer the abject humiliation, the spirit-crushing, confidence-shattering humiliation of having to go and get an arrow that missed the target completely. And then you have to get up and dare to do it again, and 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 again, until you've gone through 60 arrows. And by God, guys, if you want to know what character building is, that is character building. I had 2 shots yesterday in the 18-meter tournament. I took a third place, I think, in the Masters 60 plus. I'll end up in third, but if I'm honest with you guys, it's not a legitimate third. Why do I say it's not a legitimate third? I made it into the semifinals, yes, fine. But my third wasn't anywhere near the number 2 place. I was a distant third, and that's why I don't consider it to be legitimate. I was more than 100 points away from my nearest competitor, number 2. I didn't deserve the third place finish. They're just being nice. But today my second at 25 meter, I actually turned in a score better than at 18 meters yesterday. My 25 meter score was almost 100 points better. I just liked 25 meters, I guess, but I did better. And this is the point of the video, guys. When you compete, you have to do some things. You push yourself out of your comfort zone because shit's going to go wrong. And you have to learn how to recover, how to make a comeback. You have to learn how to recover your confidence, recover your focus, you have to learn how to recover a lot of different stuff. And that's important. That's an important aspect of competing. Ask any tennis player, ask any golfer, ask any baseball team, ask any football team what it's like to totally screw the pooch one day and then to have to come back and actually decide if that's what you are. Is that all you are, or are you going to be something more than that? And if you want to be the best shooter, the best archer you can be, you're going to occasionally have to deal with failure. That you miss a shot, you blow a shot, you lose a competition, and you have to dig deep and learn how to find focus and confidence and repetition. And that's an important skill to have. So today's tournament, this weekend's tournament, was a lesson for Mark in abject humiliation. I missed the target twice, hit the curtain in the back. The targets are so close together, the target faces, that you can't just step behind and quickly grab your arrow before anybody looks. No, it's not that easy. You know what I had to do? In order to get between the 2 target faces, in order to get between the 2 bales, you had to get down on your hands and knees and crawl between them. Get your arrow, get back down on your hands and knees, crawl back between the targets, stand back up next to the compound archers, that are busy hitting X's and 10s, X's and 10s, X's and 10s. And the recurve, the Olympic recurve archer with the stabilizers and everything on the other side of you that's also hitting 10s and 9s and 8s, 10s and 9s and 8s. And you have to sit there and pull your arrow, your bare bow arrow that hit the curtain. You have to pull it out. Jesus. You have to pull it out, crawl on your knees, get back in there, and act like nothing happened. And man, that was tough yesterday. So I'm super proud of this second place finish because I earned it. And I'm happy that I made the comeback in one day, two different tournaments of back-to-back, that I came back and actually shot with poise. In fact, I finished well today. That I was in the last 3 or 4 ends, I was actually ahead of my competition, the guy that won. It just, he did better than me starting out. But I made a comeback. I didn't make enough of a comeback, but I earned the respect of the other archers around me, including the compound archers. That you can turn in a couple of bullseyes in the last 4 lanes. I had bullseyes, bullseyes, bullseyes. And they saw that it was possible, that I could focus that much. That has to be enough. It's all about learning to be the best archer that you can be, and that's what today was. And for that, I'm thankful for shooting with the other competitors. And that's what I want you guys to think about. All you new archers worldwide, in Malaysia, in South Africa, in France, in Russia, in Norway, the guys in Denmark, the guys in Germany, the guys in Spain, get out there and dare to compete. Just dare to compete. Because there's something to be found in that competition. There is something to be found in it. A better archer than you thought you were capable of being. And there is no way to become that archer, guys, except you have to put yourself in the crucible, and you have to get, you have to melt down and get remade. You have to get some of the things that are bad about your shooting, about your technique, even about you as a sportsman. You have to get melted, and you have to get rid of those impurities. And that's what competition does. It's not about, and you're going to end up finding all kinds of comrades. The guy that beat me today is already trading cell phone numbers with me because he's inviting me to go and shoot in something called the clout shoot, where you're shooting at a target 180 meters away. 180 meters away. How fun is that? Watch for the upcoming videos. This is Mark Vaught with VOGTLAND Outdoors. Hope you guys enjoyed this entire segment. The next competitions are actually not until the snow melts. Mark and a few of his other hooligans, we're all going to go out and start shooting at the 50-meter outdoor. Yeah. So we'll see you out there. Ciao.